new material that wasn't really covered last unit. It uses the skills from quadratics and graphing quadratic relations, but you're going to have to actually look at this greater than, less than symbol and figure out how it works. So this is inequalities with one variable. What you'll notice is that there's no y value. It's always going to be equal to 0, or it'll be equal to like a number, whatever. And then in that case, you'll need to move the number so it's 0 is greater than something something. Always do this. In this question, it already gave it to you in that method, so it's easier. Okay, so what we're going to do is we need to factor it to find the roots. Again, we covered this in another video, so I already gave us one that had the roots given to us. If it's not there, you need to find the roots. We need the roots because we need to know where like the edges of our solutions are, the critical values. So looking at this, I'm going to look at my graph, and it's going to be -2 and -4. -2 and -4 are my roots. Now I'm going to sketch. If it needs to be a smiley face or a frowny face parabola. My a value is positive, so it means it's going to open upwards, parabola like that. We don't have to be accurate when it comes to these one variable questions, and you'll see why in a second. So I sketched my answer, and the question said 0 is greater than whatever the parabola is. So when I look at this, we're really looking at this y-axis to see the 0 part. So we're saying, when is 0 greater than all of this? Which is another way of saying, when is this less than 0? So if we look, these points right here, let's do it in blue. These parts of the graph are less than 0. So we want to know which x values produce these parts of the graph. So really, it's all the values in between our two roots. So our answer is going to be, okay, well, we want to find an x value that's going to be in between, what did we say, -2 and -4. So that's our answer. If you want to do it in a number line, which is totally fine, it's going to be like this, -2, -4, x is in the middle, like that. This is one of the types of solutions. If the equation instead, or if the inequality instead was like this, the exact same thing, except that the inequality sign was backwards, so it's saying when is the inequality above 0, that's going to give us the same graph, but we would care instead about the points, that are greater than 0. So in that case, our situation is going to be, okay, we want to have all the x values that are less than -4. We also want to have all the x values that are greater than -2, showing these kind of values. Okay, so just remember, because it's only 1 degree, the graph doesn't have to be accurate. We just need to get an idea of which way the parabola is opening, up or down, so we can tell if it's greater than 0, less than 0. And our answers are always going to look something like this. It's either going to be this kind of barbell thing, or it's going to be the one where it's opening out to the sides with the 2x statement.